Hello internet, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm UD Reviews. This is my Kim Wexler bobblehead. We are very late. It's already Sunday, and then I don't know when I'm gonna actually edit this video. So we're behind. Everyone has already put out their thoughts and opinions on currently the latest episode, Fun and Games. By the time you're watching this, the latest episode is probably going to be, I think it's going to be called Nippies. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing Walter White and Jesse Pinkman in the next episode. But I had to put it out there. My own thoughts and feelings on this episode, because I have seen everybody's take on it. And if you feel like you haven't seen my take, then just leave a comment so we can go check out your channel. But I still feel like there's some things that a lot of people didn't notice or they're not mentioning. So nothing too big like point and shoot. Okay, I feel like I wanted to do a whole breakdown of point and shoot. There were so many callbacks in point and shoot. I'm going to have to take some time to edit that video as well. But let's see a few clips of what I thought of Fun and Games. Now, you know we're going to do this real nice. We're going to splice it up real nice, fair use and all that. I think it's funny that it's just so interesting to see Francesca's office design ideas being used, and it looks so normal. It looks like a normal local law firm that you might see in your neighborhood, but the type of people going in are not your average everyday type of clientele. I just think it's a funny juxtaposition. The song is kind of pretty. This song kind of puts me to sleep. And I did notice a lot of people felt like this scene just went on too long. This scene of watching Jimmy and Kimmy try to go about their day as normal, along with watching Mike, clean up. Some people felt like it went on too long. I can get that. Whenever I feel like something's going on too long, I always kind of dismiss the feeling at first because I have ADHD. So I have trained myself to just relax, sit put, chill. And people think I'm a relaxed, chill person. I'm actually not. I've just trained myself to be. So when I hear other people kind of validate what I feel, I'm like, okay, it wasn't just me. I can feel it, but it is fun. It is fun to kind of see what little details of Jimmy and Kimmy's, especially Jimmy's day-to-day life and what his environment looks like before he becomes Saul. Well, the Saul that we know in Breaking Bad. I know technically he's working as Saul now, but he's not really Saul Goodman until later, until tomorrow's episode. I was going to say, I want to cosplay as the lady in pink. She reminds me of, what is that game? Oh, yeah. She reminds me of this game character from the 90s who I've been wanting to cosplay as forever. So anyway, I just thought her outfit was cute. Okay, this painting, okay. I know this painting means something, right? I mean, aside from this is the painting that they devised their plan on. The painting, somebody said it's a callback to Breaking Bad. Let me know in the comments if you remember. I want these dudes to clean my house. Okay, so Kimmy comes home and it's like, to her, Howard's body is still there. And Jimmy comes home and he's just looking astonished at how clean the place is. That's what his look looks like to me. He looks like, wow, they really cleaned up good. And Kim looks like Howard's body is still there. Right, we see it again. It's the same look we saw in the previous episode. Like, Jimmy is able to move on, but he's most concerned that he can tell Kim is not able to. The audio that we heard in the teaser trailer commercial for this episode, these are the lines that we heard. And just like we all pretty much figured, Jimmy was saying this to Kimmy. These are words that were spoken to Jimmy from Mike back when they came back from the desert. And something like this was spoken to Mike. I think he went to like an AA meeting for his daughter-in-law. Don't remember the details, but it's interesting the telephone game of the saying, how many people per season need to hear the saying.
And
suddenly real. So somebody mentioned this painting. If the screen will clear. I don't know if you can see it. The screen doesn't want to clear. But this painting apparently was in Breaking Bad. I don't remember the context of it, but in the painting, it's like a family waving goodbye to somebody on a boat or a ship, and in Breaking Bad, it was foreshadowing something. It was foreshadowing Walter White basically departing from his family. So here the painting can be seen as foreshadowing Jimmy or Kim, somebody departing from their family.
Realize. No, we haven't thought about it at all.
¿Qué sugieres?
No quiero suponer.
Okay. Nobody is talking about Don Bolsa in this whole situation. I feel so sorry for him. I understand the feeling. You are just trying to do your job. You're trying to keep up your end of the bargain. This is business. I provide, I do my job, you do your job, we make money together. Like, it's so simple. But you can just tell by Don Bolsa's face that he is just so stressed out. And I just so relate. Like, something should be so simple, but you have to deal with these people, and they are turning a beautiful money-making opportunity into something that it really doesn't need to be. It's like too much. He is tight. His sphincter is tight the entire time.
Seguirá siendo de los Salamanca. Y el resto del norte.
So I was somehow under the impression that Gus has been working under Bolsa this whole time. But I guess I was incorrect. There was a scene where Gus asks Mike, how are the lawyers? And they're discussing. And Gus gives Mike a head nod. That kind of shows like this is the moment that Mike is now in charge. Did anybody notice that? That in the beginning of the show, Mike was not in charge of the Goonies. That's what I'm going to call them, the goons. Mike was not in charge of the goons. Tyrus was in charge. Mike answered to Tyrus. Everything was handled by Tyrus. But now we've been seeing more and more Mike taking the lead and Gus deferring to Mike's judgment, even against Gus's better judgment, he defers to Mike's judgment. Even when Gus has a different idea, like when it came to initial planning, if Mike said, no, we need to do ABC, Gus was like, all right, we're going to try ABC. And I feel like this episode kind of solidifies Gus is saying to Mike, you are my man. I just found that interesting. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. I haven't heard anybody talk about how this episode is just setting up the relationships that we see in Breaking Bad amongst the cartel folk. This episode kind of just made it clear, right? Made it clear Mike is the second hand to Gus, and made it clear that Gus is working under Don Bolsa. So now we understand that dynamic. So this part, let me show you this part.
Gracias. Su confianza. Los todos, don Eladio.
Bueno. Gustavo. Cuando te miré los ojos, el odio. Un poquito no está mal, siempre y cuando no te olvides de quién manda.
So if you think this character is just a character, I knew somebody like that. I knew somebody exactly like that, and those are words he would have used exactly. And Don Eladio, he is a narcissist. And I mean, it's pretty clear in Breaking Bad. Like, you didn't need to watch Better Call Saul to figure that out. But it's just interesting. Like, I had always wanted to see more scenes with him, and I don't know, just get more. I just want to see more of what he's like. It's just really interesting when you have met somebody in real life who's like that. You just want to see more, like, I don't know, like you just want to watch like a tarantula in a cage. Just want to watch. But anyway, I had to make that note. And now we see Don Bolsa actually take a breath, like, oh my God, we're not all dead. And maybe we can actually freaking just get back to normal now. Poor Bolsa. I just feel like he didn't deserve his fate. His fate he did not deserve. I know he's doing illegal activities. I know, but hey, who hasn't? Who hasn't done illegal activities? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't deserve the stuff that he goes through with these people. So it makes me sad. This is the scene I was talking about.
That could take some time. Start today.
Okay, take a look. Bam, that's it. That's it. That is officially, Mike, you are my head goon. Period. Point blank. It is what it is, and that's why we see it the way it goes down in Breaking Bad. How come nobody's talking about that? I think that's an important detail because that has been on my mind since the beginning. I have been trying to figure out, how did Mike and Gus create the relationship that they have in Breaking Bad? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who cares. Maybe I'm the only one who cares about my Gus. What? My Gus? Ike? I don't know what the ship name should be, but maybe I'm the only one who cares, but that was important to me. Okay, so this, y'all, Gus is gay. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say. Some people are like, oh, well, didn't he say in Breaking Bad that he has a wife and kids? And that's all a facade. There ain't no wife and kids. And if there is a wife and kids, it's a beard. If you don't know what a beard is, ask your LGBTQIA friends. Ask them what's a beard. Ask them. But no, Gus has been gay. Ever since we seen that flashback of what made him seek revenge, I don't know. Like, how did you not get he was gay? One, I don't know. Like, it was a vibe for me. It was a vibe. If the vibe went over your head, look, I ain't gonna hold it against you, right? But there's been way too many hints, okay, in Breaking Bad and especially in Better Call Saul. There's been way too many hints. This one, if you're not catching this one, you just don't want to believe it. You just don't want to open your eyes and see the truth. That's what's annoying me. When people just have the truth in their face and they can't just accept it. Like, just accept it, right? Vince Gilligan said in this episode, Gus finds love. Hello. He ain't flirting with that female cocktail mixer. I don't know what you call him. He ain't trying to see no females.
Mr. Frank.
Look at this dude.
So good to see you.
Look at how that dude came up.
It's been a while.
Right? You could say, oh, they're old friends. That's not how you come up. If they was old friends, yeah, that's how you would come up. But this is the dude. You just work at this restaurant, and this is a patron of the restaurant that you haven't seen in a while. Okay, so if you're coming up like that, you have interest. Peep game. You don't just work at a restaurant and come up on a customer like that unless you felt there was something there between y'all the last time. Look at his smile. Now, here's the thing. I was like, okay, is he being fake or is he being for real? I was like, let me see if I can tell. Is he being fake with a smile or is he being for real?
It's too long. What are you drinking?
He said too long. Look, Gus is great with finessing and blind pretending like he likes you and all of that. But there's certain things Gus doesn't go that far to say. I don't know. Like in the beginning, I was like, is he just playing around? But by the end of this scene, it's like, it's pretty clear. Okay? It's pretty clear. He's just going to leave him up and dry. Gus had his little flirtation fun.
And I must say, you paint a compelling picture.
You trying to tell me that's just friends? Nah, that's just how Gus flirts. But then this app sucks. I'm sorry, this app is so bad. Okay. He remembers his mission. He enjoyed a little bit of flirtation, enjoyed the sweet aroma of the wine, and it's time to get back to work. Ain't that right, Kimmy? It's time to get back to the work of revenge. La venganza. Sada. Sada.
Would you let David know that I've been called away?
Of course, Mr. Frank.
This made me feel like, oh. I feel bad for the guy because that guy was so excited. He was so excited to see him. I was like, oh, well. All right. So then we get to Mike. Okay. This scene is important because, I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit better about the way Mike is gone in Breaking Bad. You don't feel as bad about it when you understand it's inevitable. If something is inevitable, then you know what I mean? Like you feel like, okay, it was just in the stars. And this scene lets you know it was in the stars. If I can get to the right scene.
I'm sorry, my Spanish. You just say
No, he
justice.
heard you. He had heard what you had said.
What you talk about is not justice. What you talk of is revenge.
Okay, this. Oh my God, this freaking app. I can't. This app. Oh my God. Okay, so we completely bypassed the scene I wanted to pause at, but you saw it, right? You saw on one side Nacho's father And on the other side was Mike caged. Did you see that? Right as he was describing that this revenge is not justice. So you need to understand that scene, that image. Here we go. The little thumbnail had the exact image, and then when I click it, it's completely different. This app drives me insane. Okay, here we go. Pause. Can you pause? Oh my God. So, as you can see, Nacho's father is free. He lost his son, but he's not stuck. He's not stuck in the game like Mike is. Mike lost his son, and Mike got stuck in a loop. He got stuck in the game of revenge. It's never ending. It's not justice. It just, you're trapped. You can't get out. We cannot escape. We cannot get out. Mama. Yup. You can't get out. And we see that in Breaking Bad. Mike tries to get out. He can't get out. Nacho's father, he's going to live the rest of his natural life. Free. Clean heart, clean mind, clean conscience. Because he's not getting in this game. And so who ends up winning? I think it's Nacho's father. He ends up winning. Okay, this is a trip. This memorial service was a trip. These pictures of Howard, I'm like, did y'all went on the actor's Instagram and blew up his picture? I just think it's funny. I wish they had that boy, Ernesto, the boy who was helping with Chuck. I wish I don't know, maybe they couldn't get the actor, but this would have been a great place for him to do a callback.
Howard told me that you were harassing him.
This part was so anxiety inducing for me, but we saw Kimmy come in clutch. Kimmy doing what Kimmy does, coming in clutch. But I feel like that was just the last straw for her. That was the last straw for her.
I know that was tough. But it's over now. I mean, really over. Let the healing begin.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed. He said, I know that was tough, but it's over now. It's really over. Their relationship is over. Because to Jimmy, it's like, I know that was tough, but, we don't have to do that again. But to Kimmy, she's like, we're going to do that again. That's just what we do. So it needs to actually be over. It's really over. But I was paranoid. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to kiss him, leave this parking lot, and we're never going to see her again. I was scared of that. At least she didn't do that. Okay, so this breakup scene, low-key triggering. It makes me so sad.
Tell me what I need to do to change, okay? Just tell me what it is and I'll do it.
Jimmy.
No, Kim.
Hi, this audio is coming from future me. I completely forgot to discuss Kimmy rescinding her law license. So for those who are kind of confused, she did that because she didn't feel like she was holding up to her oath. There is a teaser trailer where we hear Kimmy saying the oath that you take to be a lawyer. It's more than just a legal oath. You're not just taking an oath to follow the law. You're taking an oath to be an ethical human being. People lose their license without breaking the law. And that's the thing. So, she's never going to get caught, right? Kimmy takes responsibility. That's what she does. And so rescinding her license is her way of taking responsibility for breaking major ethical codes in this issue with Howard. So I'm wondering what's going through Jimmy's mind here. I wonder if he's thinking she's right. This breakup is just inevitable. Is he thinking, is he hurt that she lied? I would love to hear ideas of what people think is going through his mind here, because here he's so overwhelmed with the information and he just seems taken aback, and I don't know if it's just he is just left speechless. He does not know how. Is my lash wonky? Okay. I feel like he doesn't know how do you what do you say to that? What do you say? How do you convince her that we're going to be okay given her actions that she didn't even make you aware of? You know, there's so many things that could be going through his head or his heart. But ultimately it seems like, the very next scene, we see that he had to accept it and move on the only way he knew how. Oh, they fell asleep with the bed rotating. I actually wonder what that's like. That I feel like people wouldn't like that. They must have been knocked out. Nice alarm clock.
Time to go.
So people are like, the hooker kind of looks like Kim. So people thought it was Kim. I thought it was funny. I think they did that on purpose. Oh gosh, the booty shots. I think they did that on purpose, made the hooker kind of look like Kim. But you see how immediately he's already on the phone. He's taking a shower on the phone. He is drowning himself in hedonism and work. And I feel it's so he doesn't have to think about love. So he doesn't have to feel those things anymore. He can just think about the only things that maybe matter to him at this point, which is his job that he loves to do and feeling good. Because the simple things don't make him feel good anymore. You can enjoy those simple things with someone you love, but when you can't have that person anymore and you try to enjoy those simple things in life, you're thinking about them. So he just has to straight up dopamine and work.
Tissue damage. Doesn't matter what the x-rays show. Tissue damage gets my clients paid.
His house is so needlessly big. It gives me anxiety.
He's coming after you.
Big spaces that are big for no reason.
Listen, you have a choice, okay? You can
that comb over is so nasty. Or is it a toupee?
Be smart and write that check.
Yeah, I feel like it's glued.
He
glued. It's like he had a track.
Got it. What else you got?
It's like he glued a track on, but just the one track. If you wear weaves, you know what I'm talking about. Just the one track, and he makes sure it's combed over. I get that's kind of smart, because it's probably like a lace front, but he glued the lace front like that. It's smart because no one's gonna suspect that your comb over is a toupee hairpiece. No one's gonna people will just assume that's your hair, because who will pay money for that? And people of his persuasion, they don't know about lace fronts and all that. But even if they did, nobody will suspect you will pay money for a lace front that's not completed. So I kind of get the logic, but also it just looks it looks gross. It looks weird. It's gross. I don't know.
Oh, that's my Xanax guy. Tell him yes and today.
Right. So people are like, oh wow, he does drugs because he has a Xanax guy.
Which one?
Look, people self-medicate. that's something I want to hit on. People self-medicate. So if you see somebody, they're doing Xannies or perk or snorting lines, like, yes, maybe they're just trying to have fun, but you also need to know people use that stuff to self-medicate. He has anxiety. He, like, the stuff he went through, traumatic. Like, he probably has a lingering anxiety from those events. Yeah, I really feel like the slash is just wonky. It's driving me nuts. So, yeah, people self-medicate. They do recreational drugs as a way to try to fix a problem that needs medical attention or psychiatric attention. And Xannies is his thing of choice because he has anxiety. Like, he needs to go to a psychiatrist, get his official diagnosis, and get on Lexapro, whatever is needed. But he's not going to do that. Like, people don't do that. Like, just especially people at his age. Oh, people don't do that. Like, people, when they get to a certain age, like, I know, like, young people these days, we are aware of therapy and all that stuff. We're aware of it. So we go do that. But his generation, they didn't think about that stuff. Like, therapy and stuff like that, that's for wackadoos. That's for the public masturbator that he's about to go defend. That's not for people who have a life and earn money and, like, are able to get along. Therapy and psychiatrics is not for people like that, but it is. Actually, it is for people like you. But, they don't think about that. So anyway, I'll just have to put that 2 cents.
Huh. Everyone must be doing it. What do you mean?
Why did he make that face in the mirror? Why did he look like...
A kid, an intern at the hospital up there, had a bunch of DUIs. What was his name? Breakfast.
I wondered if they were sponsored by Nutrigrain. I just felt like they zoomed in on the Nutrigrain name for a little too long.
Ramirez, yes.
Right, like,
call that kid.
it really stands out. It's so blue, and everything is black and gold.
And then get the kid with the camera.
I guess her top is blue.
Send him up there. And then call the newspaper.
She likes him. Anyway, you say, like, I'm like, are y'all sponsored by Nutrigrain or like, what was that?
That's what we're gonna call it.
Look, don't get your money how you need to get your money, because AMC clearly don't got it by the looks of their app.
I'm not going down there twice. Here's what you do. Stop the check.
They gotta show us how he got the inflatable.
Manager.
So this is Saul Goodman. I wonder if we're going to see, just a little bit before this, how did he get the inflatable? And, how did it, like, obviously he took down Francesca's decorations, but, like, what was the process of that? Something had to happen Francesca was already, like, on edge, but she is just really, like, bad attitude. Like, she is just here because Jimmy is paying her the highest salary that she can get. Well, let's see a little bit of that. And I think we will, because we still need to find out. We still need to see him put his emergency getaway box behind that We the People sign. That box that he has as Gene Takovic is behind that We the People sign. And they could have us just infer, oh, he puts it behind there. But I think they're going to show us a situation that made him think about doing that. And then also the money that's in the ceiling. We have to see, when did he put the money in the ceiling? Right? I'm assuming when he put up this chicanery office, he puts the box behind the Constitution on the wall, and at the same time, he puts money in the ceiling. That's what I'm thinking, but I want to see, and I'm hoping we see that in Nippy. We might. it would make sense. We are going to get a cameo, supposedly, fingers crossed, of Jesse and Walt, which makes me curious. Are they going to really, have Jesse Pinkman play a 16, 17, 18-year-old version of himself now that he's a grown-ass man? Like, he full-on Westworld action, bang, bang, shoot 'em up actor, okay? He thick in the face. He looked like a man. He ain't looking like no little Jesse Pinkman anymore. Are they going to do that like how they did Todd? In El Camino, Todd looks like a fully grown-ass man now. This not the same Todd. I don't know. Now, my babe thinks they have the technology. They can rebuild him. But he thinks they have the technology to make him look younger. I don't know. Like, I know you can do that with Will Smith. But Will Smith, he's able to... You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know about now, but just a couple of years ago, Will Smith was good at getting his face to be, the same size and stuff as it was when he was young. So that kind of helps, the CGI. I forgot what movie it is that he was like old. He played himself old and he played himself young. And Will Smith can do that. But it's not everybody in the Breaking Bad cast who can do that. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say and leave it at that. But before we depart, y'all, I said I was going to do an Amazon gift card for reaching 100 subscribers, and we doubled that. We're now at 200 subscribers. I was not expecting that. Welcome to everybody who's here. I want to do a little raffle. Now, there was a video that I said, comment under this video and you will be put in the raffle. So if you followed instructions, your name is on the wheel. If you wish that you had followed instructions, don't worry. I will probably do another giveaway. Maybe if we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. So there's hope. But for now, shout outs to my day ones, first 100 subscribers. You're going to win the Amazon gift card. I think I'll do 3. I'll do like 1. If you don't respond in a reasonable amount of time, we'll go to the second winner. And then if you don't respond, we'll go to the third winner. Okay. So click to spin. Okay, it's not spinning. Okay, here we go. Jake Reading. Congratulations, Jake Reading. So you are the official winner. I am going to spin it 2 more times for our runners up, because if we can't get a hold of you, Jake, then it's going to go to the next. Let's remove Jake and let's spin again. April Massilia. Congratulations, April. And I think if Jake, on the chance that everybody responds, I think I will send all of you a little something. Okay, let's do one more. Third runner up. Awesome, Gary 20. Congrats to you. So y'all, if you won, if you're Jake or Maxilia, I think you're April, or Gary, leave me a comment and put your email address. I don't know if YouTube might filter that out. So, do it in a way. You know what I'm saying? Don't put the @ symbol. Put AT Gmail. And you don't need to put .com. If yahoo.com, Gmail, don't put .com. I already know it's going to be .com. Unless it's not .com. Unless it's like a .au. Then write DOT and whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, write it in words so that the YouTube doesn't filter your comment out. So put your email so I can get in touch with you and I can get your price to you. Thank y'all so much. It's only a few more episodes left. And then after that, we are going to, I don't know what we're going to do. You know, I watched the movie, what's it called? Nope. I put a YouTube short out. It's 60-second review, but I might do longer reviews because Severance, that's the only show I feel like I would do a episode by episode breakdown. And Severance, I ain't getting no word of when it's coming back. So I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do. But until then, let's enjoy the moment. You know, let's get our Pitbull vibe on. You know, Pitbull, his music is like, why is this music always like, the world is about to end and I also can't pay my rent, but tonight, dale. We're going to have a Pitbull mentality about this and enjoy Better Call Saul, the last 4 episodes together. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.